Hi, Professor. I'm going to start off by saying that I love words. So I'm a word girl. I love how words like sizzle and pop and how they can communicate and create emotion and the power of them. And I love words so much that sometimes they defeat my point of clarity. If I haven't had that problem already in this class from your perspective, I definitely will. Word counts are like my enemy. Like, I feel like they're trying to attack me because I have so many words I want to say. My point is that I never really thought until this week about what it was like for Paul and other writers of the Bible, like what their writing process was like, what kind of writers they were, how hard that must have been with this huge purpose and this huge pressure to communicate these huge concepts that had to appeal to the culture, but also had to have this sort of like timeless quality. I mean, I know it's God inspired. I just never thought about them like the human side of their writing. So that's just random thought I've been thinking about this week. I jotted down things as I was going along. Oh, this other thing in Osborne mentioned about commentators and the importance of the commentary. I have access to commentaries at church, and so I'll grab them. And my lead pastor would always say, well, use this commentary or that commentary. And I was kind of like, any commentary is going to bring me farther than I am right now. Thank you very much. But he had these sort of opinions. And so I appreciated that thought, and that has helped me. Our reading, I think about and understand why what commentary you choose is important. Another thing I wrote down, the charting. So I feel like I have a lot of circles in my head. I have circles that have a part where they overlap. I have these like circles of words and phrases and sentences and author and book of the Bible and all the whole Bible. And so I have a lot of circles that I feel like I'm kind of struggling with to figure out what fits where and what makes the most sense, even though so much of what makes sense is probably not right. So there is, I think, wherever it said, I know it said it in Tate, that the hermeneutical spiral is infinite. I sort of feel like I'm in this infinite spiral. But I think the good news is that because of so much of what we read this week was about fallacy, was about what not to do, I feel like I have a lot of warnings. So like in approaching the First Corinthians text this week or approaching just other stuff in general, I just feel like I have a lot of warnings in my head. Like, oop, is this a sense unit or reference or just understanding, okay, there's a diachrony of what that meant in history and the synchrony of what we're trying to understand it. So a lot of new words. And again, as I started, I love words. But really just a fascinating week in reading. And I kind of want to read it all over again. But time to move on to next week. So thanks.